Hi everyone, my name is Luis Salazar. Today I will be talking about the Hanford, Washington air emission levels and cleanup. The main purpose and objectives of this presentation are an overview of Hanford site and cleanup sites at federal facilities. To understand previous usage of Hanford site in the 1980s, Hanford cleanup and accomplishments, soil and groundwater cleanup, and Hanford Air Quality Process 2022. Our table of content is as follows. Figure 1 will show an overview and timeline of Hanford sites. Figure 2 will show an overview of an average air emission reports. Figure 3 will show Hanford, Washington 2001 air emissions. Figure 4, Hanford 2001 through 2022 air emission changes. Lastly, Figure 5 will show an overview of a 21-year review of air emissions and its effect on the environment, as shown in Figure 2. Figure 1. In 1943, the Hanford production began for the purpose of nuclear weapons during the Cold War. From 1943 through 1980, the U.S. government continued the expenditure of nuclear productions and located 9 nuclear reactors in the Hanford, Washington site. In 1987, it was the last time that reactors were used. And as of 1989, short after the Cold War ended, the U.S. Department of Energy and the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency signed an agreement to work together and cleaned the Hanford site to rehabilitate the area. In 1990, the Hanford, Washington site shifted from nuclear production to environmental cleanup and waste management. 1990 through 2023, Hanford continues on decontamination and disposal of radioactive waste. Figure 2. Hanford site airborne testing and sampling. It is focused on 4 NPLs, National Priorities Listings. The 100 area focuses on 9 deactivated nuclear production reactors. The 200 area focuses on radioactive waste. The 300 area focuses on research and laboratory development. Note: the 1100 area has been deleted from the National Priority Listings. This occurred in 1996. As shown in Figure 2, the air emission in 2022 that are relatively high are tritium with a level of 1.77 E and uranium-233 with a level of 1.9 E. Even though these radionuclides are alerting to the Department of Energy, they are still within range to not be as concerning for the environmental purposes. Figure 3. This graph represents area 300 and 200. It indicates the levels of air emissions detected in 2001. The levels that are being measured are in range of kilograms. And as we can see, area 300 is relatively lower than area 200, which implicates relatively risk of air emission in Hanford sites. The chemical elements that I am measuring in this graph are ammonia, volatile organic compounds, carbon monoxide, and nitrogen oxides. Figure 4. Air emissions change from the year 2001 and 2022 within the areas of 200 and the 300 area. As relatively seen, the 300 area spiked in air emissions from 2001 through to 2022, almost as much as 200 area used to be in 2001. We can naturally see that the reason for this being is as the cleanup has arisen and the river has been cleaned, the air emission being sent up to the atmosphere are having an cause and effect change in this matter. Figure 5. It shows a better understanding of air emission levels within the 21-year review of nitrogen oxides in the 300 area from the year 2001 and 2022. As cleanup accomplishments continue the air emissions around this area, it also continues based on prior nuclear production in Hanford sites. As mentioned earlier, 2001 levels were significantly lower than the 2022 levels as of today. In the very least, carbon monoxide has significantly been shown higher, and ammonia as well. Summary. The Hanford site, after the 1989 agreement between the Department of Energy and the Environmental Protection Agency, the cleanup accomplishments have been 1,300 waste sites have been cleaned up near the Columbia River. 18 billion gallons of contaminated groundwater have been treated, and 18 billion tons of contaminated soil and debris have been disposed in the on-site landfill. Finally, here is a list of resources and references for this presentation, and I thank you for your time and attention.